come talk about that, and then also I talked a little bit about how we turned down the 900,000. Tell them, you know, kind of what we were thinking with that and how you were feeling about walking away from that offer. And I told them I felt confident because we were going to kick their ass.
Right.
I didn't say ass.
Up until when we had a mediator, is that right? Mediator meeting. When they came in, all they wanted to offer was $150,000, and Doug politely told them to go home. They just need to go home. And then, like the last week before the case actually came to, they brought up that they would offer like $900,000, and it's not that it wasn't enough, it's just that it still wasn't right. And so we told them no. Up until like 20 minutes before court actually started, you know, still no. You can come up with that much, you can come up with just a little bit more, and they wouldn't do it.
We talked a lot, like I told you, about coming to the number that we thought was fair for the case. And just, if I didn't say it before, it's not a number we just grabbed out of thin air. We came up with that number based on her medical expenses that she'd already incurred, based on the lost wages that she'd already incurred and what she was going to have in the future, and then also based on the future medical procedures that we talked about. So there was some science to picking that number, and we just felt like below the $1 million that we offered to settle the case for just wasn't fair and didn't hold them responsible for what they'd done.
I was telling Scott, I really, really wish that somebody had been there to videotape his closing statement, because he was so awesome. It was killer.
What did he say?
It's not so much as what he said as how he presented himself and went about saying it, that just, it blew me away.
In their case, you know, she mentioned smoke and mirrors. They were critical of where Robin's feet were located, what kind of forklift she was using, what kind of pallet, I mean, just on and on and on. And the old smoke and mirrors deal was the object that they wanted to make disappear was the truck driver, Brandon Rapp. Ignore him. The smoke in the mirrors was all this business about forklifts and her feet and this other stuff that didn't matter. That was Doug Bradley's idea, by the way.
Well, I'm an associate attorney, and Scott is the partner that I work closely with, and so whenever we get a case, we work together as a team, and we split up a lot of responsibilities in the investigation phase or the discovery phase. So, you know, I'll take some depositions, Scott will take some depositions, and we work as a team throughout the trial. We split up witnesses. I'm 31 years old. So I'm 31 years old. I joined the law firm right out of law school, and so I've been with the law firm for a little over 5 years, and I've worked with Scott ever since I joined the law firm, and as a partner, I work closely with Scott and with other partners here at the firm, and throughout this case, as we do throughout most cases, is that we split up a lot of the responsibilities as far as the discovery, the investigation aspect of the case, as well as sort of the legal research and briefing aspect of the case, and also in this case we split up the trial work and prepping witnesses, and as well as putting on witnesses, fact witnesses, experts, and things like that. Scott did the opening and closing as well as a lot of other witnesses, but we work well as a team, and that goes along with every member of our team, including our paralegals, our secretaries. It really takes a team effort to go to trial and to present that case to a jury and to have Robin have her day in court.
That was terrific. Now, and the light's perfect time. Okay, now let me continue with you, Doug. Talk about the rest of the team, the people that are backing you up. Who else is involved?
It really takes a team. Our paralegal worked tirelessly with editing video for videotape depositions, with getting the boxes of exhibits that we have to prepare to have them available to present to the judge and the jury as evidence, and just support back here at the office with anybody that is around to lend a helping hand. They're always more than willing to do so. So we really pride ourselves as being a full team here at Schamberg, Johnson & Bergman.
They had nothing but my best interest in heart, you know. I always felt and feel like they're looking out for me.
Now, were you happy with the outcome?
I was a little teeny tiny bit disappointed, but that was okay.
Now, why were you disappointed?
Because they felt the need to find me at fault. And I think that because of the questions that they asked, the jury came back and asked, I think they really wanted to blame the company that I worked for, but they couldn't, so I think they blamed me instead.
No, that's understandable.
And that wasn't fair.
You know, why couldn't